Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Kanto Cup, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Alolan Raticate. Alolan Raticate is a Pokemon that I very much enjoy using whenever the Kanto Cup is available, and that is for no other reason than that it absolutely addresses the major issue known as Hypno. A lot of people run Hypno in this cup. Justifiably so, because Hypno is quite strong in this meta. It has immense bulk, and there are very few things that can resist its damage. So we've got Alolan Raticate on the lead to handle the Hypnos, and also on this team, we've got Mew on the safe swap. Mew is also here to handle those pesky Hypnos running rampant in the Kanto Cup. Mew has a very versatile moveset. My goodness, I went from, I believe, 150 TMs to 50 trying to get the right moveset on Mew, but we got it in the end. And also on this team, we've got Alolan Marowak to close the game strong. Alolan Marowak historically has always been a very strong closer in Pokemon Go Battle League. And it is amazing because it also handles Hypno, guys. We've got 3 Pokemon to handle Hypno. Hypno has nowhere to go with this team, and it is amazing. But without further ado, before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are going to dive into some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go, right on cue. We had a Hypno lead. They make an aggressive play into Lickitung, and because we have 3 solid answers to Hypno on this team, we're going to stay right here because Alolan Raticate does very well against Lickitung, as we are resisting this fast move pressure, and we don't quite match the bulk of Lickitung, but we come awfully close, guys, as that body slam did very little damage. Alolan Raticate has, I would say, very, very good bulk for the Great League format. We tank another body slam, no problem. Gonna look to go for a crunch. I don't imagine this gets the shield, as they really don't need to shield it, but they do. That is amazing. So, because they decided to use a shield, we will match that shield because we kind of want to get rid of this Lickitung, guys. It causes problems for our 2 Pokemon in the back. So we're just going to build up to nearly back-to-back crunches and throw right here, forcing them to make a very, very tough decision. Do they want to go down on shields or do they want to let it go? They let it go. That is amazing, guys. Alolan Raticate coming in clutch. Flip and switch for us, and they bring in an XL Alolan Sand Shrew. Excuse me, that's a mouthful, holy smokes. So we're staying right here, we're just going to let it take us out, and we're just going to try and get off as much damage as we can, because by doing this, we can, of course, very safely bring in our Alolan Marowak to farm it all the way down, and they aggressive swap back in the Hypno, and it is Mew time! And we do have Rock Slide for a few battles, just because, oh my goodness, nothing depletes your TMs quite like Mew, I must say. So we landed on Rock Slide, and we said to heck with it, we'll just roll with it for now. But as the battles go on, we do get Flame Charge on Mew. So we're just playing this out a little bit here. We do tank that. We don't need to shield anything from the Hypno. We just need to get it within a manageable range for Alolan Marowak. But they let it go, so we are looking pretty good here, guys. We can safely let this Night Slash go. And it is just about lights out for our opponent. They can do nothing, guys. We are farming down the Funky Town, and they saw the writing on the wall as they concede the match. That's going to be a good game. Well played to our opponent. Had a blast in the Kanto Cup, and the only reason why is because I knew that we had 3 amazing answers to Hypno, guys. And here we go. We've got a Kanto Sandslash here. So we're staying right here, guys, because Kanto Sandslash had a community day, and its community day was Night Slash, which can hit both of our Pokemon in the back for super effective damage, and it is quite spammy with Mud Shot. So we're staying right here, and we're calling the bait, guys. That's resisted, not going to cut it. We had a feeling that they were going to try and bait, and now we will shield up the potential Earthquake, and oh my goodness, we call it correctly yet again, making the right calls in this battle with Alolan Raticate. You'd love to see it, guys, and this is just another Night Slash. We can safely farm all the way down and really load up on energy. And they've got a fighter, so we go right into our Mew, and they meet us with an Alolan Marowak of their own. This is why you run Surf. I don't think Surf is negotiable. The second move is up for debate. You could go Wild Charge, you could go Flame Charge, but I think you always want to have Surf. It is just an excellent move, and it can hit a lot of things for super effective damage, as we see there, and that nearly takes out the Alolan Marowak. That is amazing. So we don't need to shield this. We can safely let our Mew go down, and we can come back in with our Alolan Raticate here. So we're just going to build up, and we can actually farm this thing down. I think that they're just throwing this to stall the clock a little bit. That does laughable damage, and we've got loaded energy, and we're getting low. So we might as well at least grab a shield here on our way out. They do get a counter in, and that takes us out, but it is okay, guys. We are in cruise control here. We do have to call a bait, though. We do live a rock slide, but barely. But we're going to call this yet again. Holy smokes, making all the right calls, guys. I'm telling you. So we are going to go for the Shadow Bone and send the Machamp packing as we say bye-bye, Machamp. And we farm down the opposing Alolan Marowak. AWAC doing its job, closing the game strong. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played to our opponent. Alolan Raticate is so good in the Kanto Cup, but not when it's faced with a Wigglytuff, guys. We are getting the heck out of here. We're going into Mew on the safe swap, and they meet us with a Lickitung. So that's an excellent answer to Mew. We're just going to go straight Surf here, get as much chip damage as we can on this Lickitung. It is the more energy efficient move, and they both hit for neutral, so you can just spam off these Surfs just as fast as you get to them, and we're gonna let this go. Mew put in quite a bit of work on this Lickitung, I must say, and they go Stomp. Holy smokes. Oh man, they may not have had the elite TMs, but guys, if you're planning on building a Licky for the Great League, you 100% should spend an Elite Charge TM on Body Slam. It is not even a matter of debate, guys. It is super necessary, I should say. And so we're just playing this out here. We're just going to look to tank this damage and farm the Lickitung all the way down here. They will not KO, and we do take them out. We have loads of energy, so we will unleash that energy. This is why you want to run Hyper Fang. You can go Hyper Beam, but I think Hyper Fang is more than enough to do heavy neutral damage. It is a clone of Sludge Bomb, in case you were unaware, so decent charge move, and it does have stab, and holy smokes, Raticate putting in the work with an energy advantage on Wigglytuff. You'd love to see it. Here we go. It's Alolan Marowak time. We aggressively swapped into it, and they meet us with a Nidoqueen. We aren't still even on shields, so we have to absolutely be careful for a potential Earth Power, but they are not even bothering to build up to it, so they go for the Poison Fang. Back to back here, and we're going to tank this as it is double resisted with our ghost typing, and we're just going to look to go for the full farm down on the Nidoqueen. And I caught wise to what they were doing, guys. They're just trying to debuff us to the max so that they can hopefully charm us down. But my goodness, guys, Alolan Raticate put in so much work that it did not work out for them, guys, as we farm it down with Fire Spins. Alolan Marowak is amazing. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Had a lot of fun in those bonus battles. As we move into the featured set of the video, we are picking up an amazing lead in Hypno. They swap into Wigglytuff, and it's Alolan Marowak time yet again. You'd love to see it, guys. I love when they say swap in Charmers, knowing that we have an Alolan Marowak in the back to handle those Charmers. This team working to perfection. Very strong team for the meta, and we do grab a shield there. They might have thought that that was a potential Fire Blast, but that is okay. We've already revealed Bone Club, so we likely will not get any more shields off of this Wigglytuff, and that is okay. These fire spins are really adding up, but their resisted charms are also adding up. That is just how overpowered Charm is. Gonna go for another Bone Club. That's all you can do against Wigglytuff. But the Bone Clubs, coupled with the Fire Spin damage, is more than enough to take out the pink marshmallow known as Wigglytuff. And there you have it, just like that. We have flipped switch advantage, and they come in with a Dugong. So this is okay. We are resisting that fast move pressure. Just gonna look to get off as much damage as we can with a Shadow Bone. They do tank that. And I think right about here, they're realizing they're not farming us down, so they aggressive swap back into Hypno. And because we got all that farm, we are able to make it to yet another Shadow Bone. And holy smokes, Alolan Marowak can absolutely put in the work. Oh man, you'd love to see it. And here we go. We are back in with our Alolan Raticate. We are double resisting these confusions, and we can hit it for super effective with our crunches. There is nothing that this Hypno could possibly do to us. They did build up quite a bit. I think they were trying to bait us. I don't think they had Focus Blast, but better to be safe than sorry, right guys? And we do now have Flame Charge on our Mew. We are recognizing Alolan Marowak as our win condition, so we kind of just throw Mew in here to soak some damage and load up on energy. We do have a Flame Charge locked and loaded for the Dugong, just kind of look to get it off. The reason why we went for that is because it does more base damage, slightly more, and they do throw. That is amazing. That they could have definitely farmed down, but they might have panicked through a little bit, and we can clean this up with our Raticate. No problem, guys. And I wanted to make sure that we would get the KO. So we go for that Hyper Fang, and it does, of course, KO the Dugong. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played to our opponent. I'm sure we all have an Alolan Raticate by now. They've been everywhere, guys. They're even out in the wild right now. As we are met with a Shadow Dragonite, this thing, the amount of damage that this thing can put out is just unreal, guys. So we kind of have to tag team this Dragonite here. We do shield up that Dragon Claw, and we will look to grab a shield from them. This Dragon Breath, fast move pressure with stab from a Shadow is absolutely insane, guys. So we do grab that shield, and we're going to look to catch this Dragon Claw onto our Alolan Marowak. We do that because Alolan Marowak is a lot bulkier than Mew is, and even resisted fire spins on a Shadow Dragonite in the Great League format does quite a bit, as it is quite squishy. We go for the Bone Club there, knowing that they absolutely have to shield everything, and we are basically going to let our Alolan Marowak go, and they aggressive swap into a Alolan Ninetales. So this is not going well, I must say, because our Alolan Marowak is now out of the way, but we are still up a shield. So we are going to look to get rid of this Alolan Ninetales here. We have to shield this. We can't afford to take any more damage. Mew is our last Pokemon, so we do shield that up. And we go for the Flame Charge here. Obviously, it absolutely 100% KOs, but more than anything, we wanted to ramp up our damage output here. And we are waiting to see what they have left in the back. Shields are down on both ends, and they've got an Alolan Sandslash. And right here, I knew that a catch was in play. But with as much damage as that did, I don't think it mattered if we held off, because the Dragon Breaths would have absolutely taken us out. So not a big deal. They do take this one with their overpowered dragon. Good game. Well played to them. Always a fun time when the Kanto comes around. Just brings you back, doesn't it, guys? There's just that nostalgia factor with the Kanto Cup. And here we go. We were got a positive lead in Alolan Marowak. They come in with a Alolan Sandslash, so we meet it with our Alolan Marowak. Of course, guys, we tank a Bulldoze, no problem, and we are farming down to Funky Town on this Alolan Sandslash. They do not make it to another move, and they come back in with their Alolan Marowak. So we're going to just go for these super effective Shadow Bones. We do have a significant energy lead here, and going to go for Shadow Bone number 2, as we got a nice healthy farm off of that Alolan Sandslash. And we are getting pretty low, so we're actually going to let our Alolan Marowak go down and take the shield advantage here. Alolan Marowak really put in the work. Going to come in with Mew, and they meet us with a Nidoqueen. So, we're calculating at this point in the battle. We know that we have our Alolan Raticate for that Alolan Marowak. So what we're going to do is shield up this Poison Fang here, build up a little bit, get close to a Surf, and then make a play into our Alolan Raticate. We're just going to soak whatever damage this is. We just really are putting our hope and faith into Mew. We are very close to a Surf, and we knew that an Earth Power would not KO. So we do get to this Crunch. It's going to do quite a bit of damage. It won't quite KO, but we can farm down with our fast moves. Now, we did get the defense drop, so this Alolan Marowak will farm down, but we are just one Shadow Claw off from the Surf, and they have no shields, so that means we're saying bye-bye to the Alolan Marowak. Mew coming in clutch, closing the game strong. That's going to be another good game. Well played. This is a super solid Kanto Cup team, guys. I must say, all the moving parts complement each other beautifully. And here we go, picking up a pretty tricky lead in Snorlax. And the reason why is just because you never know, are they going to go kamikaze on you and look to one-shot you with a superpower? We're not willing to find out, so we do shield up. Body Slam, unfortunately. Going to go for the Crunch here. Of course, it doesn't KO, but a defense drop would be nice on the tanky Snorlax, and we get the defense drop. You love to see it. Gonna go for another Crunch here. Really put the pressure on this Snorlax here, and we don't anticipate on staying in here. We're not looking to go down on shields. We're just gonna throw Alolan Marowak in here. It's within a manageable health range, and they meet us with a Hypno. Not an answer to Alolan Marowak, I must say, especially when Alolan Marowak has an energy lead, as we do here. Going for Shadow Bone. Oh, and they let that go. That is amazing. So we're just going to overload a little bit and look to take care of the Hypno with a Bone Club. That's more than enough to take it out. And now we will see what they have left lurking in the back on their team. They're thinking long and hard. They've got an Alolan Marowak of their own. So just going to spam off as many of our Shadow Bones as we can. It does quite a bit of super effective damage to the opposing Alolan Marowak, and they do shield. That is amazing. So wasn't quite sure if we would make it to another Bone Club before they got to a move. Shadow Bone. So we go Bone Club here. Just a chip. It is super effective at the end of the day. And they're going to go for a Bone Club of their own, but they undercharge, so we're going to save our low-health Marowak and go right into Mew. We absolutely have to shield up a potential Shadow Bone. Getting a little close, getting a little sweaty here, I must say, guys. We do get to the Surf. This will be more than enough to take out the opposing Alolan Marowak that has been putting in so much work on our team. And now they have that low-health Snorlax left here. They have loads of energy, guys. 2 Body Slams will take us out. The question is, can we make it to another Surf? We do, but Lick is a 1-turn move, which means that they can hit their charge move and take us out. That is unfortunate. We're just going to do as much fast move damage as we can. We knew that they were going to make it to a superpower. This Snorlax is making this too close for comfort, I must say, as they one-shot with a superpower, but we can Fire Spin it down. My goodness. That battle was super sweaty in the Kanto Cup, guys. My goodness. But we do take it in the end with our Alolan Marowak. Good game, well played. So as you can see, guys, this team is wildly effective in the Kanto Cup. It is a thing of beauty, and we are picking up a Hisuian Electrode. We go into Mew and look to play this out, and they meet us with a Alolan Sandslash. So this is why I kind of prefer Flame Charge for the Steel and Ice types in this meta, and we do grab a shield. That is amazing. Not going to shield anything from this Sandslash. We can easily come back in with our Alolan Raticate, as they are running the Community Day fast move of Shadow Claw. Just going to look to go for a Surf. It'll do loads of damage if they let it go through. But they do shield. Wow, they give us a 2 shield advantage. That is amazing, guys. So actually what we can do is come in here and go for the full farm down on this Sandslash. Going to shield up the potential Bulldoze. And we're going to look to go for the aggressive farm down and really load up on energy as we say bye-bye to the Sandslash. And they do come in. Oh, they tried to do a little rope-a-dope. They tried the little parlor trick. They showed Hisuian, but they came in with AWAC. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys, because that did loads of damage. And Alolan Raticate was going to run right through that Marowak. It was just about lights out for them. So good game, well played to them, and that is the team, my friends. Oh man, what a strong Kanto Cup team. I really want to give you guys a solid team because I know that Hypno is running rampant in this meta. It is insane how many people are using Hypno. But again, it is justified. People want to climb, and Hypno is an excellent Pokemon to climb with. But that doesn't mean that we can't run a solid team that happens to counter Hypno at every turn. And that is exactly what we have with this team. So Alolan Raticate on the lead, of course, is going to have some problems with fighters, which is why we have two anti-fighters behind it. Mew on the safe swap is quite versatile, has a very diverse moveset. And we did land on Flame Charge as the coverage move along with Surf. And of course, you've got good old Alolan Marowak in the back to close the game strong. This is an amazing team. Alolan Raticate on the lead also protects the two fighters in the back from the Lick users and the Dark types like Alolan Muck. So very solid team if you guys want to have some success and some fun in the Kanto Cup. This team might just be for you. I know I had a blast with it. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.